In video games, the sky is rarely the limit. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 video game sky levels. For this list, we ranked the most fun and all-around great levels that take place in the sky, be it on clouds, floating platforms, or airships. As usual, one level per franchise, and we're giving priority to stages that take full advantage of their lofty environments. Number 10, Cloud Trip Cruise, Mario Kart 8. Picking up in the grand tradition of great Mario Kart tracks in the sky, such as Sky Garden from Super Circuit, is this fun level from the latest installment in the beloved racing series. It's the first track in the Special Cup, and it gets the cup off to a high-flying start. You get to drive on a giant beanstalk, on a Bowser balloon, and finally through a storm of clouds with lightning raining down on you. And did you notice the Super Mario Galaxy theme in the background? Number 9, Cloud Cuckoo Land, Banjo-Tooie. The final world in this colorful yet dark action platformer, after taking a ride up a magical bubble into the clouds, you come across this network of floating islands, with giant tulips serving as the level's main form of transport to spit you across the floating sections. Whoa! There's a lot of things to do up here. You can take part in a series of athletic challenges, or drop a basin of water onto a dinosaur down below. But you better be ready to take on a Terminator-inspired doppelganger of Mumbo Jumbo in the form of Minji Jungo. Number 8, Nutty Noon, Kirby's Return to Dreamland. Kirby is no stranger to sky stages. The final battle in Triple Deluxe may have the epic scenery, but that's not what we're looking for here. Instead, we're going with this floating location. You have to make your way across this level in the sky, and it's not easy, since you have to face off against flying enemies like Owlguffs and Ceruleans. But it sure makes for a good adventure. The onslaught of mini-bosses in the 5th stage is a bit challenging, but like most levels in the series, its colorful and visually appealing design keeps it entertaining. Number 7, Wind Zone, Iron Sword, Wizards and Warriors 2. If the catchy 8-bit score doesn't hook you on this hidden gem, the gameplay in this level in the clouds probably will. Protagonist Kuros has to take down the evil Malkill, who takes the form of 4 different elements throughout the game. When he turns into wind, as he does in the clouds, it's up to you to bounce around said clouds to confront him, collecting all the diamonds and keys as you go. How does he bounce around in that heavy armor? Nobody knows. Number 6, Sky Chase Zone and Wing Fortress, Sonic the Hedgehog 2. One of the coolest advantages this action platformer had over its formidable predecessor was the addition of Sonic's friend Tails, and this level showcases the fox helping out his buddy. Tails pilots his plane, the Tornado, while Sonic rides its wings through the clouds. But the calm ride comes to a halt when the Tornado gets shot down, and it's back to the high-speed action on the outside of Dr. Robotnik's floating fortress. Number 5, City in the Sky, The Legend of Zelda, Twilight Princess. Yes, Link always seems to have every stage archetype covered, mostly because of the variety of locations he's been to, and this gorgeous city easily overtakes the rather empty open sky in Skyward Sword. It's inhabited by the Uka, a handless but amicable people, which Link mercilessly uses to glide around. What a jerk. Unfortunately, he also has to face the terrifying dragon Argarok when he's there. But luckily, he finds the useful second claw shot, together with the first one, allows Link to travel along the walls and ceiling when there's no floor to traverse. Number 4, Sky Stage, aka Airman Stage, Mega Man 2. Next up is a relatively easy level from the classic retro action platformer, but it does pose some challenges if you're not careful. Specifically, it's loaded with places where you can plunge to your death if you don't have your jumps on lock. On the bright side, if you get past the section of the propeller clouds, you're rewarded with a fun fight against the robot master Airman. Even better, if you can avoid his tornado attacks and defeat him, you'll get his air shooter weapon. Number 3, Skytown, Elysia, Metroid Prime 3, Corruption. 1,500 years before the events of the game, the ancient Chozo race built this outpost in the skies of this harsh planet to be an interstellar observatory. Unfortunately, the evil space pirates now occupy this floating wonder. Eventually, the famous protagonist Samus is sent by the Galactic Federation to sort out the damage and restore order. She's got her work cut out for her, as rival bounty hunter Gore has been corrupted, making for a challenging new enemy.
Don't you feel the power? Soon everything will be corrupted, including you.
Number 2, City of Columbia, BioShock Infinite. You knew this game was coming. The City of Columbia, where most of this FPS takes place, is among the most beautiful and awe-inspiring settings we've ever seen in a game.
This is it.
You get to see the gorgeous Americana-influenced design, hear the haunting vocal arrangements of the classic songs, and travel around with the awesome skyhook for a roller coaster-like experience. It doesn't quite hit number 1 because, as beautiful as it is to look at, you could have put the city over a pool of lava and it would have made no difference. Plus, we couldn't quite pinpoint a specific level that stands out to use the sky setting as the best.
Chin up, there's always next time.
I suppose there is.
Before we get to our number 1, let's take a look at some honorable mentions.
It's done. A mortal stands upon the peak of Mount Olympus.
Number 1, Rainbow Ride, Super Mario 64. Yes, Nintendo games dominated this list because, well, they make use of the sky setting the most. It's equally unsurprising that it's this unforgettable level from the revolutionary platformer that's taking the top spot. Even though the series has seen sky levels like Gusty Glade's Galaxy from Super Mario Galaxy, we went with the final course in this game thanks to its varied and ingenious level design. You get to fly on a magic carpet, get led along rainbow paths, take leaps into the air to navigate the challenging platforming, and you sign off with the stage's iconic winged ship, wrapping up what was an amazing yet challenging level. Here we go! Do you agree with our list?
He looks just fine to me.
Which level made you want to reach for the sky? For an infinite amount of top 10s published daily, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.